I'm confused. Why do we have armpit hair? I thought the purpose of body hair was to keep us warm and protected. The hair on your head keeps the heat in, your eyebrows and your eyelashes to protect those eyeballs. Although it is pretty ironic when you get those eyelashes that don't know their purpose and they get suicidal and jump into your eyeball and cause a lot more distress than the things they're supposed to be protecting your eyeball from in the first place. But you know, their purpose is to protect you. We have hair in those sensitive areas to protect you from particles entering into places where they should not be. But really, armpit hair? What purpose is it serving? I don't need any help staying warm up under here. Pits are hot. I wanted to wear a tank top because it's hot outside, but I put on a long sleeve shirt because I don't feel like shaving the pits. Some people like it. It's not my style. It's not protecting me from anything. Look where the armpits are. Look where they are. They're hidden all day long. We don't walk around with our arms up. All it does is hold in the funk and clump up my deodorant. Your armpit should be the one place on your body, all baby smooth and glorious, because there's no need for it there. I'm not saying that God made a mistake. I'm just saying I haven't figured it out yet. Another thing that confuses me, why is it that pens work just fine until you're on the phone and somebody starts rattling off a number that you need to write down and you go and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. All of a sudden, the pens don't want to work. None of them. The blue one, the black one, you go for the red one. You draw those, loop-de-loop circles to try to get it. They were all hanging out in the drawer having a pen party, and then they heard you come and they were like, oh, she's coming. Everybody dry out real quick. Do they not know that that is what they were created for? You were created for me to be able to write down whatever it is that I want to write down, when I want to write it down. That is your purpose in life. Mr. Pen, get it together and start serving your purpose. Confused about this fly in here. Why doesn't he go away? And I am so confused about why I am still seeing Chia Pet commercials. Who is keeping them in business? Who is buying Chia Pets? Who is doing this? And then they have this Obama Chia Pet. I am so confused. Like, Tosh.0, is that racist? I don't know. If somebody gave me a Chia Pet, even as a joke gift, I am not laughing. And I laugh at everything. Except this fly. Can you see him? Maybe he likes hanging around because I smell so sweet. Even with armpit hair. Another thing that has always confused me, you know when you have like a splinter or something and you need to like pick it out, you burn the needle or the safety pin because you always saw your mom do that, right? To sanitize it. I understand that heat kills all the germs, but so does alcohol. Okay, because when you burn it, like it gets all black on the end and now it looks the exact opposite of sanitized. Apparently fire makes black stuff grow on needles. It's so weird. It doesn't look like something that should now be entering into my skin. Is char good for you? If alcohol peroxide or Bactine or whatever is good enough to clean and sanitize the wound itself, then it should be good enough to clean and sanitize the needle. Right? Why does ginger ale taste better when you're on an airplane? Is it the altitude? I don't understand what is so special about the number 12 that it was able to get its own title. Who decided that 12 should be called a dozen? It's not like a nickname. It doesn't shorten it. 3 syllables. A dozen. As opposed to 12. I think I first thought about this when I was a dozen years old. I would understand like if 100 wanted to have its own special title, because that's a lot. I get it. Like if I had 100 eggs sitting over there, I could be like, I have a dozen eggs over there. But I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say I have 100 eggs. So what's so special about 12? And then people who use a dozen start describing other numbers based on that. Oh yeah, there was a half a dozen or there was 2 dozen. So how many fingers am I holding up? Not 4, a third of a dozen. And now, it's right, 1/12 of a dozen. Am I confusing you? Good, now we're in this together. Now this one has been confusing everybody since the first dictionary was ever written. In order to write a dictionary, you must be pretty smart, right? So you should be smart enough to know that when you are defining a word, you can't use that word in order to define itself. I don't want to look up something like annoyed and see that the definition says the feeling of being annoyed. That does not help me figure out the purpose. Once again, let's talk about purposes of things. The purpose of a dictionary is to help me understand what that word means. If I don't know what that word means, please don't use it in the description. Mr. Dictionary, you need to look up the definition of definition. You need to figure out how to properly describe stuff to people. If you don't know how to do that, then you need to call up your friend Mr. Thesaurus and ask him how to describe words using other words. Not only confuses me, it upsets me. I'm not upset. I'm just having fun, y'all. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you are now as confused as I am. Peace and many blessings.
Dislike, smish like.